specific lane matchup you think could be pretty hard for one of the sides? Anything that either team wants to try and dodge in the laning stage?
It looks like interesting. We're going to see Troll go mid. So of all the panels speculate we may see Brawl playing his Pengo that we've seen a few times. Not going to be the case. It's also not the mid Necro we've seen last series. It's going to be a totally new one. The Troll going mid against Puck. It should be a kind of 50-50ish matchup. I imagine the Puck will actually do maybe slightly better. We'll see how that goes. But I mean, matchup-wise, I don't think there's any like must-dodge matchups. Like there's no really hard lane counters in play. It'll be more about where the supports want to go. Like some teams we see really prioritizing tri-lanes here, which, you know, a Rubik, Lion plus Weaver, there's a lot of kill potential. You could try and threaten and win a lane. Doom's one of those heroes that if you can leave him alone, he's quite happy to get solo XP as long as he can get that solo XP.
Let's see. Now, as we get this one started off. Game one of the best of three, Keen Gaming versus J.Storm. I looked at the Puck as well. Do you think, you know, we obviously saw the Puck earlier today in the previous series, allowed to be quite elusive. You know, game two, Yaps are able to jump around. Bane, Shadow Shaman, would you consider J.Storm having sort of the necessary catch to deal with a Puck this game?
Yeah, it's good. More maybe relying on Fear getting his cast range, talent, and Aether Lens. That's when the Puck has to really be careful because that Hex cast range gets pretty absurd. But until that point, it can be a little bit difficult. Yeah, Bane has that lockdown with the Fiend script, but you know, it's very telegraphed. You're not going to catch him by surprise the same way Shaman can with either Aether Lens or you go for the Blink route. I've seen some Shamans start actually not going for the Aether Lens, but prioritizing that instead.
We'll see which way the itemization is going to go this game, and see how well Double Dash does do on the mid lane on his Puck. He had some decent mid lane showings last series that we saw against Secret, even though obviously they lost the game. So definitely potential here for the player. We'll see if he's able to pull it out this game.
Yep.
And in a matchup where, yeah, the Puck can start to shove the lanes in, but as the Troll, you are going to have sort of that deep push, that sort of spam as well to be able to shove the lane back with the axes.
And that's something Keen Gaming lineup doesn't have amazing, is just lane push. They have the Puck, but outside of the Puck, their other heroes don't really push out the lanes too well. Which is something I think you look at the Liquid Secret series, something we talk about Yapster a lot with is how much farm he gets. Part of that is that they pick him heroes that are designed to be the ones farming and pushing out lanes. You know, he was playing a Leshrac in one game, and then the next game he's playing a Puck, this hero that has this double nuke that instantly kills a creep wave, so naturally you're going to be sent to a lane where you push it out and you take that farm, but not so much the case with Keen Gaming's draft here.
And we'll see Kaka is going to be able to grab the creep wave from behind that tier 1 tower up top, bring it round and take it for himself as it looks to be.
Yep.
Unless 11 wants to come back and join a bit in with it. The creep wave, of course, top going to get pushed underneath that tier 1 tower, with that pull being made by Kaka.
Yeah, and they're not contesting it. That's very weird.
No
like,
one's chasing him.
Always, because he's going to get like 3 denies probably in the entire creep wave of last hits, which is almost always why the other support will chase him down there. Because, yeah, he's just going to get these last hits, doesn't get that deny, but you're not getting XP or farm for them.
No, but yeah, this wave's not going to get through. It's not going to get delivered over to J.Storm, so already essentially that wave advantage for Keen Gaming with this play.
They can kind of take it away if they bully the Doom, which Bane's doing. If Doom, he can't get behind the tower now, so that's limiting what he can do, but First Blood bottom, Lion goes down. Nice bit of play coming out from the J.Storm dual lane.
Yeah, these two heroes have got a lot of damage to offer between the swashbuckle potential and the Aethershock nuke damage. Lion's got to be careful. It's a squishy hero. Sure, he's got a lot of catch and potential damage himself, but if he trips up and gets caught on the front lines, he will die. Same time, over the other half of the map, March getting chased down as he did come across, but 11 and Kaka are there prepared to deal with him. March is going to pay with his life. Keen Gaming picked themselves up a kill in return after losing one down bottom.
Part of that is getting that entire wave to Rubik by himself. He got level 2 because he got that creep wave, so he had both Lift and Fade Bolt. And they're able to get the damage. Doom also had level 2. The Centaur, you know, Stomp coming into play as well, so he has that creep now. March got some XP for it, but not really worth giving up his life for it. Nice range creep deny, as Alt 11 will lose out some gold on that one. But so far, lane's going overall pretty evenly. Doom's kind of the one hero having a tough time as far as the 6 core heroes go.
Moose should be pretty safe up here. There's not really too much that's going to threaten pushing him out the lane.
No.
March has to be a little careful on the Bane.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, Moose game is very good in the laning stage. It gets tough come mid game because that's when you're playing against, you know, the Puck, Blink Silence, the Doom,
these disables,
the Lion. Yeah, it's not an easy Necro game, but it's an easy Necro lane, which is something that means you can get good items early on and you can itemize to deal with, you know, some of the threats in the game.
Yeah, I think we've seen some of the previous lands, a lot of teams, when they have the Necrophos, just prioritize his farm, make sure that the Necro has a good lane, because if he can get sort of these early auras, these early stat items, he is this sort of force that they can really start making moves around. His bottom lane, Dark, he's able to get in and take down Fear. Fear steps forward a little too much, and with the Shukuchi in, they've got the kill between the two of them. Top lane, bit of a setup onto Old 11. He's going to get the chance to pop the Scorched Earth. Have they got the right clicks to go through that regen? They have not, as it looks to be Old 11 able to walk away from that close attempt from J.Storm at getting the kill on Doom. But still, he is getting zoned out, and you know, as the clock ticks on, 4 minutes in, 9 CS, it is a very slow start for this Doom. Down bottom, Fear. He's got a point in the shackles, ready to go onto Dark. Dark will turn with the Hex, but he's getting right-click down, turns around with the stun. Holds back Forever for a little bit, starts to salve up in the trees. Dark trying his best to juke, but with the swashbuckle in the air, the shock. J.Storm will get themselves the kill.
Yeah, and that's where that Fear Death doesn't matter too much, because he's coming back to lane and he's just way stronger. Full health, full mana, he has his items from base, he can bring Pengo items if needed. Dying in lane as support is not a bad thing if you know, get the most out of your hero, and then you get to come back to lane, and suddenly you have the advantage. So that's what we kind of see out of Fear down bottom, and it is a J.Storm, about 1,000 gold lead, despite the kill score being even.
Nice if Fear could do something again with this Invis rune that he's now picked up. If they go too aggressive on Forever, Fear's going to be there with the counterplay. They'll turn, get the lucky shot proc onto the line, shackles out as well, get the Hex out on one. But the right clicks from Fear enough to get themselves the kill. Old Chicken's trying to punch back. He's going to chase this one down with the Shukuchi. Fear will fall. Old Chicken able to get some sort of a trade here. The bug's still there on Forever. That's a lot of armor ticking down. And that's going to mean the damage is there for Old Chicken to get the double kill. As he's going to be more than happy that Dark died at the start of that. I mean, that's the double kill for him, and he's going to get both those kills solo experience on the Weaver.
And right as the bounty runes come up, so it is going to end up being, I think, all 4 bounty runes going their way.
Looks to be it.
Yeah, they contested top. The Puck rotated from mid to top lane for those bounty runes, so he gets one, and then, yeah, they get 4 out of 4. Big thing there is the Pengo was trying to help out Shaman by killing the bug that was on him, but he wasn't looking after himself. He had a bug on himself the entire time, and Weaver able to come out on top because of that.
As it continues to move, still getting all the space he needs to farm pretty safely up here on the top lane. Has that slight experience advantage as well. Nearly a full level, really. I mean, sure, it's 5 and 4, just under a level's worth of experience between the two of them. Down bottom, another opening has found itself as there's the shackles onto Dark. Does still get the chance to turn with the Hex. In fact, Dark is able to run away. The Dream Core's down as Double Dash comes in with a rotation, sets up. Fantastic movement there for the Puck to come in and turn that around, get the 2 kills, and Dark somehow not dying there. I think Fear just didn't see the opportunity to get that last right click in upon him.
Yeah, and he's got a shrine. He wants to use it. It doesn't look like his teammates are going to be there. So yeah, he's going to solo pop it.
He just makes sure that his teammates aren't looking at this. Is anybody looking at this? No, I'm taking it.
That's your 5-position line, solo shrining.
I'm taking this.
Okay, they should be able to get this one. They've got a lift.
Yeah, March. He sort of nonchalantly walks forward into this one, and they're going to jump forward and chase this down. Turns with a Nightmare and a Brain Sap. To the right clicks from Double Dash will be enough. Gets the kill on March.
Yep. Holds on to the haste rune too. Like, he was always going to get that kill if he needed to pop the haste rune, but he can now wait to use that later on. A TP rotation to a side lane, or just roaming through the river to gank a side lane. It's a very good rune to have on a Puck at this stage of the game. And it just feels like King Gaming are just making the better moves and rotations right now. The Puck going bottom, the early Dreamcoil ganks can be so brutal because level 1 Dreamcoil does so much damage when you break it now. Level 1 300 break damage is a huge nuke. Shaman lost half of his health pool because of it.
And this game, I mean, you mentioned it, Old Chicken on the Weaver. It's one of his favorites, and so far, top net worth. It's looking to be a strong start for the Chicken.
Yeah, it's kind of had a bit of a rough time in the game he played against Team Seeker, but this is looking a whole lot better, as this early game is Keen Gaming favored so far. We'll see when J.Storm come online. Part of the issue with their draft, though, is that they don't really have a playmaker out of the mid lane. It's a troll, so that's a hero that's going to want to stay mid, and then when he falls back, he's not falling back to gank other lanes, he's falling back to jungle. So their playmaker is really the Pengo, level 6 Pengo. possibly the supports like a Bane getting level 6 with maybe the 10-minute Tomb of Experience, but it's kind of tricky for J.Storm to make moves in this game. They wanted to win the lanes. Like when you have heroes like Bane and Shaman who are kind of strong laners.
Up top, they're going to try and go on to Mu here with the Doom. Are there going to be any sort of TPs coming in to help him? Here comes one. Is it going to be soon enough? Doesn't look to be. As in they go. Dash there on the puck, ready to dive in and offer that extra bit of damage required to kill off the Necrophos. They get the kill just as the Doom ends. Kaka trying to walk himself away. Will die to the tower here, but Fear's going to lose his life in return as Dash gets the double. The rotation successful once again. This puck knowing every single place that he needs to be in. Bottom lane, they'll find an opening to go in with the Hex. Done as well to follow up onto the Pangolier. Try and swashbuckle away, but the right click from Dark flies through. Gets the killer now with the silence on March. He's in trouble as well. He'll try and remember the Shikuchi forward from Old Chicken. Will set up the vision and potential for Dash to pick up another. This puck, he is everywhere.
He was just top, now he's bottom. How does he go from mid to top that quickly?
He's crushing it.
He had the haste route and he didn't use it. That's why saving it in the mid lane and not using it to kill that Bane can make such a big difference. Because I thought he TP'd top, but no, he just ran with his haste rune from mid to top, gets a double kill top, then TP's bottom, and he's getting kills.
There we go. J.Storm are going to try and find something in return, but the Dream Core's there to cancel the shackles. They cannot hold down Old Chicken. Good bounces here from Ferrer, provide the control required to kill off Dark on the line. Yeah. But it's just the support and everybody else gets out on Keen Gaming. Same time, they're still farming on the other lanes.
Yeah, luckily you have that double cliff there to bounce between. Otherwise, I don't even think they easily kill the Lion there, but Pengo able to effectively solo kill him, but wins all over the map for Keen Gaming. Just a support kill for all of those heroes rotating in, and looks like we could see some kind of a smoke play here. They're grouping up. No, they're just refilling bottles. Lion TP's in after dying, refills both Weaver and Puck's bottle, I want to say. So suddenly these heroes are ready to fight and contest bounty runes.
J.Storm, they are going to look to try and fight this, as it seems as they are going to head forward. Dark's able to get the double stun off. Hex as well. Jump in with the burst damage from Dash. That's going to be March falling very, very low. Turn with the brain stab. Can't get it off. Phase shifts there from Dash. As they look to chase for more. Fear running back underneath the dab, but Old Chicken, he's coming in with a wraparound that gets his hands on top of the Shaman. As Keen Gaming playing fast and furious, running down hero after hero. Farev also found out as the bugs are upon him. He's got a swashbuckle to try and get himself away, but Kaka, Dark, and Dash chase in. Double kill for Kaka as he finishes up with the Fape. I mean, it's just Keen Gaming are just playing a step ahead of J.Storm. Every single move that J.Storm are trying to make is getting outclassed by that of Keen Gaming.
Yeah, they're such an aggressive team. We saw it yesterday. They were up 17 kills to 2 against Team Secret. Yes, they go on to lose that game, but this is a team that will fight over every scrap and morsel on the map. Bounty runes coming up. Wherever you are, they're going that direction. They bring 4 heroes bottom to contest those bounty runes. They knew that the line was going to respawn in time to refill the bottles so that they could, heal up, fight, and they took 3 out of 4 bounty runes. The only one that J.Storm got was top lane with the Necrophos, who's, it's Necro Doom 1v1, so they each get 1 apiece. But 3 bounty runes out of 4, several kills, and they're going to get a tier 1 tower to follow it up.
5k lead now for Keen Gaming at 11 minutes in. J.Storm, they know that they've got to do something to break this momentum that Keen Gaming's got going. They'll smoke up. They're going to walk in with Mu, but where's the initiation? If you haven't got the Shaman or the Bane on the front lines, it's hard to get the sort of the grab for a kill, and they'll be able to walk away from that smoke attempt. In fact, Old Chicken's having a bit of a look back towards them. Knows that he's got the time lapse to rely on. Has to be a little aware of Fear with the potential shackle and Hex, but he knows he's got backup at the team. Elsewhere, Keen Gaming keeping the pressure on. The top tier 1 tower is going to fall just as quickly as the bottom one did. They're keeping this flow going. The lead in gold and experience, it just continues to grow.
Yeah, J.Storm know Mu is one of their strongest heroes. They need to fight around him, so they bring him bottom. Problem is they can't really force fights all too easily.
And they're going to chase him down here as the Hex is out onto Mu. Rolling Thunder coming out from Forever will start to bounce itself around the fight. Shackles are there, locking down Old 11. They have to be aware of this. Doomy does have the ultimate available. The Ethershock Blast comes out. They've managed to kill off the Weaver. Impale out onto Mu. 11 closes the gap, gets the Doom down onto the Necrophos. Mu gets fingered by Dark. He's out of the game. TP out, attempted by Fear, will make it away. But again, Keen Gaming, they will take the trade. Sure, they lost the Weaver, but they get 2 kills in return. They get a bit of a stack built up on that Finger of Death damage with that kill onto Mu as well.
Yeah, nice job getting the Rolling Thunder stun into the Reaper's Scythe. They had the ability to kill off the Weaver, which is such a big kill for J.Storm to get, but Even so, the fight doesn't really go in their favor. They don't end up taking the tier 1 tower with the Serpent Wards being dropped. I think J.Storm thought they were just going to siege a tower, but then the fight doesn't even happen where the Serpent Wards are planted, so that's one ultimate they don't have. Bane, not even level 6 yet, so King Gaming just have more tools. They have both supports level 6. Bane doesn't get the tome, so they don't have Fiend Script there. And while Fear does a great job locking down the Dooms to delay Doom coming out, he tried to Doom the Pengo, realized it was too late for the Rolling Thunder to stop that coming out, so he just, tries to find a new target, gets locked down. The fight still doesn't go the way of J.Storm because there's just too much of a lead in King Gaming's hands.
Oh, Frev, he is going to see the courage, doesn't want to try and go for it. Knows that they will be prepared with the fortification for it. But I mean, for J.Storm, at least they have got Brawl in a pretty good position. He has his Demon Edge. He's going to make good timing on the Battle Fury. He has been granted the space. Hasn't died this game. He's 0-0-0. He's kept himself entirely away from the chaos. And at this pace, he is going to hit those iron timings on the Troll.
Yeah. And as far as this game for Troll goes, it's decent. It's kind of annoying because both Puck and Weaver are pretty elusive, so you have to get on top of them to get those roots if you want to get those kills. And that's why, luckily you've got good supports. You've got Bane, you've got Shaman, plenty of control to play around.
See down bottom, J.Storm, they're trying to get a fight off. They get a good Rolling Thunder onto the two of them, but now the Dream Core's down. That will hold Forev in place for a good duration of that ultimate. He's trying to shield crash, does get the 3-man proc, but they've got more than enough damage to burn through that. As King Gaming pick up the kill onto Forev.
Yep, and Rubik with a nice steal on the Rolling Thunder. Well, may want to just hold on to that. It's a lowish cooldown where he should have it for the next fight. Doesn't have the Arcana though. That's always a bit disappointing.
He does not.
That's one of my favorites.
Kaka, I mean, you would have expected this man to have the flashy cosmetics, and he does not. Disappointment all round.
But Pengo kill, Moo. Coming up on this Necro, a bit of a hodgepodge of items. Arcane Boots, Buckler, Braces, Wand, and a Cloak. So he hasn't really finished anything quite yet. And has a Ring of Health queued up. I'm not quite sure what his idea is with this build. It looks like he just wants a casual hood to get some magic resistance.
They're trying to go here for the Puck. They have got the Fiend Strip onto the Doom. Puck is getting controlled very well here by Forever for the Rolling Thunder, and that'll do it. J.Storm, they'll get both the kills. Reaper Scythe comes down from Moo. And that's pretty much the biggest play we've seen so far from J.Storm, and it is a big one, getting 2 core kills. One of them with the Reaper Scythe as well, as King Gaming just getting a little ahead of themselves, stepping up to the high ground. Perfect position for Forev to go to work with his ultimate.
Yeah, what a place to have a fight. Yeah, and we're seeing J.Storm do a really good job of generally picking fights where the Rolling Thunder can be effective. And that's the one thing that's, I think, kept this game fairly close. Another big steal, Rubik.
He's getting all the ults. Let's see if they can try and push with it here on the side already. Dark's found a catch onto the Shaman. Fear's dead.
They may want to go push with this. See what they have in mind.
Yeah, at least a tier 1 tower in the mid lane has got to be appealing for King Gaming if they can get those wards down in position.
Yeah, they have all their ultimates. I think they may know. I mean, the Fiend Script was just used for that kill, so there's still a long while with no Fiend Script, no Reaper Scythe. Rolling Thunder's a low cooldown, so that's about to come back up, but King Gaming is much stronger at this stage of the game.
Structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
King Gaming pushing up. Kaka had to drop those wards.
Yep.
Maybe feels that they could try and even just go for the second. I mean, this tower is already pretty low, so ideally saving it for more. As already the jump comes in. Look at the stun out onto 2. The wards are going to be dropped down for the fight. Doom's there onto Moo. Moo's got to try and get out, but the telekinesis drags him back. The damage looking to be too much. He will be Nightmare to try and save him, but in comes the finger from Dark. That's the Necrophos down. And now Kaka with a beautiful stoling Rolling Thunder, getting all the angles perfectly placed on top of J.Storm. Vision's there onto the Pangolier. They'll jump forward, take Forever as well. King Gaming rolling through, and Kaka, I mean, he has had some fantastic steals, Rolling Thunder multiple times now. The Shaman wards, you got to watch out for this Rubik.
Yeah, it's not an... I mean, it's kind of easy to stop him stealing if you just instantly...
You just instantly shield crash.
Shield crash, exactly, but often maybe you don't want to because then you miss a stun or something.
Sure.
But yeah, it's 2 fights in a row where, I mean, the first time he stole it wasn't a big one because it was just a solo kill when he was going to die anyways, but that team fight, Rolling Thunder...
Turned around.
Yeah, that's huge. The fact he has Serpent Wards into Rolling Thunder. Kaka is just such a fun player to watch. He's such a big playmaker. When he was playing on Newbie, he played this similar, active forward position who just gets to make all the fun, flashy moves, and it's a similar thing to what we're seeing here with his Rubik. He's looking fantastic in all these team fights. I feel like Moo, as farmed as he is, doesn't feel like he's a big threat in these fights because of his lack of like an item, whether it's, you know, the mech or Rod of Atos. It just feels like he needs something that, you know, is an active, that does something in a fight. Right now, all he's got is little items that give him survivability.
Oh, they are going to try and group around him again in the mid lane. Jump forward with the silence. They're going to get the Dream Core down onto 3. Do they want to commit into this? They certainly do. Keen Gaming stepping forward, and here goes Kaka again. Another usage of the Rolling Thunder. Will be held in place for the most part of it by March with the Fiend's Grip. Infernal Blade comes down from 11 onto March to cancel the Fiend's Grip. Reaper's Scythe's down. They throw everything onto the Rubik. Sure, you've killed Kaka, but the rest of the side of Keen Gaming still good to go. Heading forward, Forev does come in with his own Rolling Thunder. Swashbuckle as well, bringing the Doom down low. Bryle gets the ult off just in time to keep himself alive. It's going to be drawn back towards Keen Gaming, and is pretty low on the life. They've got good damage as well on Old Chicken. Jump back with the silence from Dash. Takes the troll out of this. Only Moo and Forev left alive, and Keen Gaming, they're not done. Ghost Shroud's there on Moo. See if they can dive this tower. Keen, if they want. No, they'll back off. But still another fight taken by Keen. And I mean, I understand J.Storm's frustration. You know, Kaka, he's annoying, but you got to be careful how much you use to kill that Rubik.
Yeah.
They threw everything on him.
They did, and that meant, you know, the core heroes get to do what, you know, their kind of job is, which is deal damage in the fights. Puck gets like 3 usages of all his spells off, I want to say, with the Orb plus Silence. Doom's just constantly hitting people with the Infernal Blade, and Weaver with a Deso already. This early Deso is just destroying some of these supports in the fight. It's a very fast timing. An item we've seen less and less on Weaver. I feel like we're seeing a lot more of this Diffusal, but as far as single target damage goes, Deso, one of the best items you can get.
Absolutely, and we're seeing as well, Old 11's game is just... It's just rocketed. After, you know, the first sort of 5 minutes of play, it was a slow start in the lane. It doesn't matter for the Doom. He's got Devour, he's got a Midas. He's always going to catch up if the enemy team isn't just crushing the game in terms of momentum, and they weren't. Keen Gaming were able to hold on to it. Now Old 11, he's rocking it at the top. And you're going to see this Doom and Weaver almost certainly just stay ahead of the Battle Fury Troll Bryle in terms of farm because of the kills that the Weaver's able to pick off. Old Chicken with this Desolator, the supports don't stand much of a chance at all. Same time in the jungle, Keen Gaming's going to find another, and look who it is with the ultimate. Once again, stolen Fiend's Grip, Kaka. He's just styling on J.Storm. He has stolen so many ultimates this game. As for Rev, will be Dream Coiled. Old 11's going to come in with the Doom down onto Moo. I don't know what J.Storm's doing here. They've got 2 heroes dead, but they're still trying to make action happen on the other side of the map, and it's not going to work out. They'll lose Moo. Fingers out onto Forev. They're crumbling now, J.Storm.
Yeah, they're getting desperate more than anything. It's like they know they're losing. The game's going pretty poorly for them, and they're like, well, let's just hope I can get this bounty rune for my team. But you're a Necrophos. If that's a support dying to get bounty rune, sure, but as a core hero, you can't be making those plays. And they're just reading the game wrong. You know, they see this Weaver get that solo kill top on Shaman, so they think, okay, Keen Gaming's top, let's get these blind bounty runes. But no, that was just a Weaver solo killing a Shaman. He didn't have backup. He's just so strong, he can do that on his own, and the rest of Keen Gaming are playing elsewhere on the map. And it's the same principle as the start of the game. Keen Gaming will fight over every single bounty rune. If you're going for the bottom, they'll follow you there. They always want to fight. This is one of the teams in this tournament who will prioritize kills and brawling more than anyone else.
Absolutely, in this game, it's certainly showing its effect. 12k lead, and very good map control by Keen Gaming at this point, 21 minutes in. And for J.Storm, their potential of maybe turning things around is going to be when they fight with Bryle, when he does have the SNY done on top of the Battle Fury, when he's got something at least that he can turn up to these fights and not get bursted immediately. He's going to queue up the BKB. He needs that before he turns up. There's going to be a lot of bursts. We saw the Puck queuing up the Dagon. I don't know if he's ended up buying it, but yeah, it's going to come pretty soon. He's got it. He's got the recipe in his stash. That and the Finger of Death. I mean, even the Troll, even with the a little bit of stats from like an Ogre Club, he's still going to get bursted by this lineup.
Yeah. You always want to go SMY on Troll. It just feels better getting BKB later in the game, but once games start going poorly, you just have to prioritize BKB.
You got to get it.
And so many games, it's like these Trolls, or there's a few other heroes like Lunas. It's a similar thing where you get Yasha and you're like, oh, I want to get SMY, but then very quickly you realize, oh, I just got to get BKB. But unfortunately, that's just the way this game goes, and until he has a BKB, there's no way that they can take a team fight. And even with it, he's going to start to fall. If you have this very small timing window where you have maybe 1 or 2 fights with that BKB that have to go incredibly well, or you're just going to lose the game. So J.Storm have to make sure they get a lot out of that BKB timing, but they also have to get to that BKB timing, and we're going to see, you know, Keen Gaming, DD Rune, Roshan,
why not?
Classic combo.
Yep, Desto and the bugs will make short work of the armor of Roche. Forever's there outside of the pit.
Okay, he's making a slot. He put something in his backpack. He needs to time this right.
And we do see there that timer there indicating how long it's been since he hasn't used his Midas. The efficiency.
He's roshing, it's fine, don't worry.
We'll let him off.
Weaver didn't even have to pop his DD for that one. Still has it.
Use the Midas. I mean, 11. There we go.
It's the overlay of shame.
There we have it.
Shame. There we go. Okay.
Oh, he was holding that one in for a while, and in fact, he's jumping up top. He's going in towards the Pango. Same time out on bottom. Dark's got the opening. Hex there onto
Observer in the trees.
Oh, he did. He pressed all the buttons, apparently, and everything happened. Bro will get the ultimate out.
Oh, gets a root.
He does, but they've got Disable. They've got 4 heroes here. Bro tried to push out lane on his own. He'll pay the price with his life. As he is dead. Dark, he's a little disappointed there that they got that kill so quick. He was trying to suck some mana out of him so he could have a finger to get another bit of a buff on it. That won't be the case, but he'll settle for the fact that they killed the troll. I mean, that's sort of what J.Storm need to happen. They need this troll to be big, and if he's getting picked off as such, they're not going to have the chance to get back into this game.
Yeah. Anytime you can... It's almost better to hunt the troll than take a out of tower, at least at this point. If you're taking base towers or racks, sure, but... killing troll removes J.Storm's comeback. At no point can they really contest you until troll has items, and that's not happening.
No. And this is going to be a tier 2 tower taken. Keen Gaming looking to have full control of this game. Only 24 minutes in, it's 30-10. A lot of kills, a lot of action, and it's all favoring that of Keen Gaming.
Watch out for the Rubik initiation with Battle Trance. That's always a big one.
Gonna find the lead in Moo. Again, just getting immediately disabled by the Doom. BKB is committed by 11. He'll be able to easily run down the Necrophos as Moo is dead. He'll buy back. The Dream Coil's holding for Rev in position as they just punch him down through the Rolling Thunder. For Rev, dead without buyback available. Keen Gaming are going to have no trouble taking this. And again, Kaka, stolen Rolling Thunder. He's in. I think Kaka, he's had a better game and a better performance than half of the team at J.Storm with his Rubik play. As the Reaper Side does come down onto Odd 11, they do at least kill the Doom. But bottom, tier 3 towers taken. Keen Gaming, they say, all right, we'll take objectives.
It's got 7 wood.
I mean, come on.
What's happening?
Kaka, he's played a better game than the Shaman. He's played a better game than the Pango. You gotta call GG, it's over. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Rubik steal as many ultimates as that in a 25-minute game. Like multiple Serpent Runes rewards, multiple Fiend's Grip, multiple Rolling Thunder. Kaka, he